Boom! I just bought a new car. No, for real, I just purchased a new vehicle. And I'll give you a hint. It is not the Mercedes or the Porsche that we looked at last episode. It's something completely different. And unfortunately, it's not gonna get delivered till February 23 because it's kind of a rare car that I just built out. And it is gonna be delivered, not here, but to where we're moving after here. So I'll give you a hint. It's not getting delivered to Boston or New Hampshire or Austin or New York. It's not getting delivered to Boise, Idaho or Minnesota. It's also not getting delivered to Tulum, Mexico, because I know some of y'all are thinking about that. Y'all are gonna have to wait. You're gonna have to wait and find out. Bro, I'm not shitting you when I tell you that at least one time per week, I have this realization that the life I'm living now, like if 2 years ago you had told me that I would have built a YouTube channel to over 1 million subscribers and then use that to launch several different businesses, and I'd be, buying these custom built cars and moving to secret locations, it would not, I would have thought you were lying to me. It would not have seemed real. Like, I always wanted more out of life, but for most of my life, my everyday reality was that, I really wanted to have this shredded body so that more girls would be into me. But then I'd be tired at the end of the day and I'd just order a pizza or something. I really wanted to build my own business and do my own thing, but I also really needed like the security of just having a job where I got a paycheck so I didn't have to worry about paying my bills and stuff. I always wanted to be able to go up and talk to girls and, date really cool girls, but then I'd be at the gym maybe, for example, and I'd see a really cute girl that I wanted to talk to, and in my head it didn't seem possible that I'd be able to do it. So I didn't. Hell, I always wanted to be the adventurous guy who was out partying late at the clubs, but then I'd be tired and not want to socialize, so I'd just stay home alone. Like, I was basically paralyzed in every area of my life, and it made me feel really shitty, right? It made me feel like I was living this really boring life because I had aspirations of doing all these things, but on a day-to-day basis, I would just wake up, usually go to work. Maybe after work, I'd go to the gym. Sometimes I might drive by Wendy's and just decide to get Wendy's instead because I was tired. Then I'd go home and maybe watch some Netflix. Maybe I'd go on my computer or my phone to look up some steps I should be taking to start an online business, but then I'd be tired, go to bed and do it all again. And luckily for me, social media, Instagram, it wasn't what it is today. Like now, if you open up your Instagram, it's like, well, oh, look, hot girl there. Let's click through, scroll through here. Oh, here's probably another, transformation of a guy who looks kind of scrawny and insecure, but I'm sure in a couple seconds, we're gonna see some, yep, now he's shredded, he's getting laid, he's having a good time, he's loving life. Let me scroll a little more. Oh, guess what? Another smoking hot girl. Like, I didn't have to deal with that constant reminder. If you're going through this struggle today, you're so aware that there's other people out there crushing it, and there's all these hot girls out there, and they all seem so normal and attainable, but not for you, right? Not for someone with a boring life like yours. And it's like, man, what do you do to get out of this paralyzed mindset and actually start living a cool life? So check it out. It's 2:55 right now, and this always happens to me that I'm like busy in the mornings and I forget to eat, and then it's almost 3 o'clock and I need to get something to eat, and I could do what I used to do and go to Wendy's, but obviously that's not ideal. I'm trying to be healthy and hit my macros. But luckily for me, and luckily for you, today's video is sponsored by Factor. Check it out, bro. Factor makes meeting your diet and nutrition goals a snap by delivering fresh, never frozen meals right to your doorstep. It's literally amazing. My favorite thing about Factor is that they update their meals weekly, so you always got new, fresh variety. They offer different meal plans as well, from calorie, keto, smart, vegan, vegetarian, or my personal favorite, the chef's choice. If you're like me, going to the grocery store and picking out each ingredient, it's not fun. I get confused, and Factor takes all the guesswork out of it, saving me a bunch of time and energy to put towards other things. Not to mention the meals arrive pre-prepared and ready to eat in 2 minutes flat, which is perfect if you have a busy lifestyle like I do. Today I'm checking out the ricotta meatballs with broccoli, and bro, I'm honestly blown away how well put together and delicious these meals are every single time. And the best part is, because Factor is sponsoring today's video, you can head to go.factor75.com/howtobeast130 and use code howtobeast130 to get $130 off across 6 Factor boxes. That is go.factor75.com/howtobeast130 and use code howtobeast130 to get $130 off across 6 Factor boxes. It is time to level up your diet. Go check it out. So one thing I'm definitely gonna miss about the Tesla is that it has this big flat platform in the front here, and it serves as the perfect tripod for filming. I just realized, I don't know, we gotta check if the new whip's gonna have that or not.
Like, oh, we have to go to the dealership and excuse me, does it have a platform for filming? Like,
I can probably just pull up like photos of my phone.
It probably doesn't. But I really do love the lighting that the Tesla from the big window. Like, look how good. Look at this lighting. Look how good we look.
So to confirm, hold on. Wait, hold on. I think that'll work.
I don't know.
It's maybe a little tilted, but I think that'll work. That's pretty solid.
What's up?
What's up, bro?
About to hit a workout. It's gonna be sick.
Pull day. It's my favorite. What's your favorite? Push, pull, or legs? Yours is legs, probably your favorite.
Get the fuck out of here, bro.
Workout complete. During the workout, I was having a deep think about, what I did in my life to break free from this awful cycle of mental paralysis and kind of hating my life. And a few important things came to mind. Probably two of the toughest periods in my life were getting through the 2 big breakups I had in my life. And the only thing that got me through those was realizing, hey man, I just gotta get through one day at a time. Because then one day turns into 1 week, turns into 1 month, 2 months, and then all of a sudden enough time has passed and I'm starting to heal, right? And you can use this same methodology to live a really good life. Because if you think about it, what makes up a really epic, exciting, adventurous life? Well, you gotta chunk it down to just a series of good days. So if you're able to have just a series of one good day after another good day, that's gonna lead to an amazing life. But you're not giving yourself the super tall order of I have to live this epic life, because that's intimidating. You just gotta take it one day at a time. So you gotta start to ask yourself, tomorrow, what can you do to make it a really good day? And it might not be realistic that you're gonna go on this epic vacation, banging this hot chick on the beach, but like with your current reality, what could make it a really good day? Maybe it's just going into the office, having a solid day at work, hitting a good session at the gym on the way home, and then taking that first meaningful step to the side hustle you're trying to build up. Brainstorming your first 5 YouTube video ideas, something like that. And it's funny because I realized from an external perspective, it probably seems like my life has been extremely epic over the past few years because, I've had maybe more money and more success. But realistically, if I'm looking back at, the best days of my life, a lot of them are those first days back in Boston, setting up the camera, being nervous on camera, but still going forward and making that YouTube video. That was a series of good days early on that got this momentum going. It's just one day at a time, bro. But you need a system, or I needed a system to hold myself accountable to make sure I was having consistently good days. And what I did is every day at the end of the day, I did the daily review. And I'd ask myself 2 important questions. I'd say, what did I do well today? What am I proud of? So maybe I tried to approach a girl, but I got shot down, but I'm proud. I still took action and did it. Maybe I filmed a YouTube video. That's awesome. I did that. And then I stopped for a second and asked myself, okay, now what are a few things that I could do better next time I'm in a similar situation? Because this is how you learn from your mistakes. Okay, so maybe when I was talking to that girl, I approached her, but I didn't have like a line ready to transition to a more in-depth conversation with her, so I got stumbled up and I didn't do it. Or maybe when I was filming that first YouTube video, I set up the camera well, but I kept saying I had to take more deep breaths and speak a little bit slower to the camera. I highly recommend downloading this app, Grid Diary, to get this done. It's just an easy way to set up a couple questions you can ask yourself each day on repeat, all in an easy, accessible place. Now, probably the most important thing to do to not live a boring-ass life is to take risks. If you're not taking risks consistently, your life, by definition, is gonna be kind of monotonous and the same. And what worked well for me to start taking risks was asking myself, okay, realistically, if I do this, what's the worst that could happen? And will that be okay with me? This is kind of hard to implement when you're talking to girls. If you're like, well, the worst that happened is it's gonna be a little awkward. You still have this emotional fear tied up into it, but this works very well with bigger career moves or location moves. When I wanted to quit my first software job, for months and months and months, I was too afraid to do it. People told me it wasn't a good idea. I was like, if I try and become a personal trainer and I fail, then I'm gonna be screwed. I had to actually ask myself, wait, okay, what's the worst that could happen here? Well, I could lose some money, not make money as a personal trainer, kind of fail there for a few months. Then I can just apply and get another software engineering job. Like, I know that I can do that. It'll be a little inconvenient, but that's okay. Like, I can handle that. That gave me the confidence to take that leap of faith. Y'all know I'm someone who kind of hates the nightlife, but I started to ask myself when I got invited out with some friends, what's the worst that could happen? Well, I could go have one drink, I could absolutely be hating it, and then I can go back home. So I'd always, have this rule for myself. I'll go out, I'll have one drink, stay for an hour, and then some of those times I ended up, approaching girls, bringing girls home. Who knows? But I just had to give myself that permission to take the first step. I promise you, bro, start with just one good day for me. Start with one good day tomorrow, and then just one more good day after that. And if you stick with it, you'll be fucking amazed. You'll look back in 6 months and a year, and you'll be amazed at who you've become and what your life's become. So we're at this spot called Piada for dinner. It's kind of like a Mexican Chipotle, Italian Chipotle.
Italian Chipotle.
Julius never had it.
I'm just gonna get like the pre-made bowl.
You don't do that Chipotle, you don't do that here.
I gotta do it here.
We got a bowl of penne pasta, the best pasta, chicken, steak, diavolo sauce, which is my favorite type of Italian sauce. I haven't had this in like a year. Solid 9 out of 10, it's good.
First thing I don't like is that they just like put everything on the top and they don't like mix it up or anything. I just feel like pasta, you want it all like mixed. It's like warm when it should be like hot. 6 out of 10.
As an elite piada eater, you get them to mix it up beforehand.
What do you say?
What do you say?
What do you say, mix it up?
Can you mix this for me?
So we have a big predicament to end the night. We're looking at TV shows on Apple TV we haven't seen. This one, Tehran, it looks really dope. It looks like it's like a geopolitical thriller. It reminds me of like Homeland, which is good at the beginning, then got bad. Julia does not want to see this.
No, I don't want to see it.
But there's another one called Blackbird, and I guess it's like a prison drama thriller, something like that. It looks solid. Julia wants to see this one.
Got really good Rotten Tomatoes.
So, of course, I'm going to be a gentleman and allow us to try this one
Are
before the
you
other
kidding
one.
Me?
I wanted a totally different life. A steady paycheck, kids, a family.
Things got a little crazy last night. We watched 2 episodes, forgot to review it.
Woo!
What's your thoughts?
I really liked it. I mean, obviously we watched 2 episodes, but it was like building up to what is about to happen, 8 out of 10.
I'll probably give it like 8.5 out of 10. I didn't think I was going to like it. Really enjoyed it. Highly recommended. Apple TV's got some good stuff. Anyway, if you made it to the end of the video, go ahead, click subscribe, and turn notifications on because I drop 2 new videos every single week and you don't want to miss it. Brother Man wants to get on this as well. I will talk to all y'all in the next video. Stay beastly.